Ricans are Hebrews, part 20. Ephraim, or Ephraim, is a very popular name, which comes from the tribe of Ephraim. Ephraim was the son of Joseph, one of two sons. He was the son who received the firstborn blessing from Joseph himself. Well, maybe this would explain. Puerto Rico is also known as the land of the Lord, the land of the brave lords, the Puerto Ricans. When you take a look, the diversity that Puerto Ricans carry, they represent the colors, which is every shade that exists of Israel, or Joseph's coat of many colors. When I first got to Puerto Rico, I'm like, how come that person looks Puerto Rican, that person looks Asian, that person looks white, but they're all Puerto Rican? But keep in mind that the term white and black, they didn't even exist until after the 1500s. At the end of the day, you're either more copper color, more swarthy, or less swarthy. And Puerto Rico has every shade of swarthy that exists on the planet. The ethnicity and the history behind Puerto Rican doesn't just occur or happen around 1492. However, a lot of it and the mixing did happen during that time and since that time. Remember that the world used to be ruled by the Con and the Cons. This is why we have Puerto Rican, American, Dominican, Mexican, African. Con equals king, priest, or ruler, because back in the day you had to study the Torah before you could become a king. And these kings, through the biblical law, through the Torah, through the Tanakh, they were able to establish this order that's under Melchizedek that will last forever. Now remember that Ephraim can also represent all of Israel. They can also represent a specific tribe or specific descendants of that tribe, such as Ephraim. It says in the book of Psalms, Ephraim is the jewel, the head jewel of my crown. So understanding that Ephraim and Ephraimites, they have a high divine favor on them. Remember, even though you think you're poor, really you are rich. Even though they try to take advantage of your country, of your island, the familia that's found on the island is far more worthy and worthwhile than all of the gold of Ophir. This is part of the blessing and the fruitful bow which you have been given. And it's why it doesn't matter where you go in the world, you will find at least a few Puerto Ricans there. Like when I was in China, of all the people that I met, of course there were Puerto Ricans there too. And that's just one example. So your history is rich, but remember they want to throw it in a ditch and not allowing us or wanting us to understand that you might be a direct descendant of Joseph, bloodline of King David. This is also where we get the name Prester Juan, Prester or Priest John, which is another name for King David, and there are stories of Priest or Prester John, Juan, ruling around the world. Who's to say that Puerto Rico wasn't part of it? Puerto Rican, Mexican, American, and don't forget about our African brothers and sisters, because we all used to be in the unity found in community, which is what America has forgotten. But Puerto Rico, you're blessed. So get healthy, wealthy, and wise. Reestablish your sovereignty. It's all free. We set it up for you at jacobslink.com. If you have a forum, you want to collaborate, you're doing the right thing, shoot me an email in the bio.